Hi, I'm Eloise, and you are listening to the audio version of our blog post because sometimes you just can't read one more thing on a screen. The purpose of our blog is to provide branding and encouragement for students, professionals, small businesses, and entrepreneurs. Sometimes our content is focused on personal branding and your career, and sometimes we focus on business branding and marketing. Today, we're focusing on social media for business brands. I want to help you strategically decide which social media platforms you need for your business and your customer. So let's dive in. Okay, so does this sound familiar? You've been told you need to be on all social media platforms, but you can't even master one. Or you're trying to reach your target audience, but don't know if it's working. If either one of those things speak to you, this blog post is for you. But I really believe that before you can properly use anything in business or in life, you have to understand its purpose. So let's start with the purpose of social media. The purpose of social media is to be social. The purpose is engagement with other human beings. Therefore, you have to make your business's social media as human as possible. You have to think about your customer. Who are they? Where are they? And what do they need? Only then can you build a following, a relationship, and then repeat customers, which we all want. I do want to differentiate between purpose and benefit because they are different, and you may have confused the two like I did years ago. The benefit of social media is that you can inexpensively increase brand awareness and market your business. So if you approach social media strategy with the purpose in mind first, that it needs to be social and you need to serve, it will alleviate the pressure, it'll transform your content, and it will help you attain that benefit authentically. You've been probably thinking, okay, so which social media platform should I use for my business so that I use it for its purpose and I can attain that benefit? Let me relieve some pressure for you. You do not need to be on all social media platforms for your small business. I know that might sound strange, but you don't need to. I recommend you become familiar with the top 8 social media platforms so you can make a decision on what is best for your business and your customer. If you need a deeper dive into the top 8 platforms, I want you to see our post, An Introduction to Social Media Platforms. This will help you understand those top 8 social media platforms and what you can do with them. Once you have an understanding of the platforms, I want you to ask yourself or you and your team 3 questions. And these are the 3 questions that we ask all of our clients when deciding which social media platforms are going to be best for them and their marketing strategy. So let's start with number 1. Think about your target audience and their lifestyle. Which platforms does your target audience use the most? Now, this might be a little bit of a hard question. And if you don't know the answer to it, I want you to ask your customers. Ask your customers who already love you and what you have to offer. Where are they? What platforms do they like to use? And if you can't ask your customers because you don't have any yet, I want you to ask friends who are like your target audience. So for example, if your target audience is moms with young kids, go find your friends who are moms with young kids and ask them what platforms they like to use. And lastly, go research blogs. And I've listed 2 here in the blog post, one from classy.org and one from sproutsocial.com. Those will both help you. Okay, question number 2. Which platforms align with your brand personality and align with the type of content you want to share? So the first question was all about your customer, and the second question is about your brand and your content that you could share with your customers. So established businesses with a dedicated marketing team can be on almost all platforms because they can customize their content for each platform. But when you're a small business with a smaller team, you need to be strategic and realistic. I believe strongly in quality over quantity for social media platforms. Once you have learned what each platform does and what it can be used for by looking at our other blog post, which is An Introduction to Social Media Platforms, think about the type of content your audience wants to see from your business. So here are some examples to get you thinking. Number 1, are you sharing informational content related to a career or industry then LinkedIn might be a great place for you to be active. If you share a lot of blog posts with helpful how-to tutorials, Pinterest would be a great platform for you to add. Are you selling a product that a specific audience needs? A Facebook group may be a great way to build community. Think about those moms with small children. Maybe you have a product or a service that helps them. A Facebook group would be great for you. Another one, if you have great photography and your target audience is on Instagram a lot, then focus on Instagram. And lastly, do you create funny videos on the fly? Then TikTok and Snapchat would probably be good for you. No matter what you decide, platforms you need to be on, I do recommend that all businesses have a Facebook page for SEO, which is search engine optimization. That's the way that people find you through Google. And also because I want you to have a Facebook account for digital ads that you can then use on Facebook and Instagram. If you need help understanding any of these platforms and how to use it, remember, go back to our introduction to social media platforms. Okay, question number 3. How many platforms can you realistically manage? Okay, this is something I am very serious about for all small businesses. I've seen too many businesses create an account on every platform, link them on their website, and then never keep them updated. Social media platforms are meant to be active and social. If you can't keep 8 different platforms going well, then don't advertise that you have 8. Be active on 2 and do them really well. Once you've made your list of platforms to be on, the next step is to think about the content that will serve your audience so that they engage with you. Remember, it's about being social. You also need to think about what content is better for a social media ad, like a sale or an offer, and what is best for a post. Your followers do not want to follow you if all you do is sell. Remember, the purpose of social media is to be social, not to sell. So your daily posts should be social and answering their need. Your ads can be the things that actually sell to them. Deciding how to do this well involves strategy and thinking creatively. And guess what? This is what we do really well. So if you get to this point and need a consultant to help you through this, email me, Eloise, at eloise@eloisedesignco.com. I'll see you soon.